Hi, my name is Angie Kotzmoyer, and I am a lesbian woman. I live in Denver, Colorado, and I serve in the Rocky Mountain Conference, appointed as the associate pastor at Park Hill United Methodist Church in Denver, Colorado. Currently, I am a licensed local pastor as I'm on my journey to ordination. I've been recommended to the clergy session of this year's annual conference to be voted on for commissioning as a provisional member on the elder track. The United Methodist Church has helped me experience and serve God because it's the church I was baptized in and learned what those baptismal vows meant. The church I grew up in, was confirmed in, the church that gave me the understanding of God in my life and the grace that we receive. The church that held me in my deepest despair and the church that celebrated me in my greatest joy. I have learned of God and from God through the means of the United Methodist Church. I don't know where my faith life would be if it wasn't for this church. While I was in seminary, I started my coming out process as a lesbian woman. During this difficult and transformative time, I was at my lowest point of self-worth because of the harmful language in the Book of Discipline. I was struggling with accepting myself as my full, authentic, God-given self, as well as struggling with how my calling to ministry fit within the United Methodist Church. I fell into deep depression and was angry with God and almost walked away from my calling. Those were some of the darkest days of my life. Last week, I ran into a parishioner at my church, and she stopped me and so sweetly and sincerely told me how proud she was of me for living authentically into my call in the United Methodist Church. And in the same breath, explained how saddened she was by the state of our church discriminating against LGBTQ peoples. And then she again thanked me for living openly and honestly into my call. I can't tell you how much that small interaction brightened my week. Those small, thoughtful conversations are what keep me living in the tension of being an openly gay clergy person in the United Methodist Church. And those small, thoughtful conversations are what literally save LGBTQ people's lives. Talk of a church split upsets me for a couple of reasons. There are times I've been to conferences where the conversation has come up, but LGBTQ voices were nowhere present in the dialogue. How can we have an informed decision of something when the people's lives that are being spoken about aren't even in the conversation? And it also upsets me because in an ideal world, I don't want to see the UMC split over this. But I'm also conflicted because discrimination of LGBTQ persons needs to stop. I support full inclusion for LGBTQ persons in the church. I have hope that we can remain united while taking all of the harmful language against LGBTQ persons out of the Book of Discipline, creating a fully inclusive church.